Now we look at the social policy and social control at the local level. So how social policy, welfare policies has affect the governance at the local level. National level is new. Nation state was not something which was present in the 18th centuries or before. So it's a product of 19th and 20th century. Previously there were empires and kingdoms or very few city-states. So empire and kingdoms have a very loose control over all their realm. So they control the capital and surrounding areas. But if you look, 200, 500 or 1,000 miles from the capital where the king resided, the control of the king was very loose because of lack of communications as well as resources. So king cannot control or emperor cannot control everything. So local feudal lord, Zamindar, was king in his own realm. So once he was given, appointed or accepted by the king, he was the king in his own realm. He could do all the things which king can do in his empire, in his own small area, in his own village or city or whatever. All he had to do was to accept king's suzerainty, to pay him maybe a tribute, and to help in the war effort in men and resources. So you must have heard the Ghodipal scheme, in which each feudal or each local landlord had to provide 100 or 1,000 horses to the emperor or to the king. And if he provided those men and those horses, he was okay. He could do whatever he liked. And he was the local landlord was the major law enforcer. He was the judge. He was the jailer. He was the executioner. He was a tax collector. All these things he did himself. The city states were few. So if you look at these considerations, most of the government before the 18th century was local. So it was the local landlord, or it was the local city-state which people were concerned about. So was there a link between social policies and social control? Social policies, of course, didn't exist at that time. Most of the help came from the community. So if you had a problem, your neighbors and your brothers, sisters, or extended family helped you. Later on, when the religious element became strong, help came from the church or the mosque. There was not much help from the king, the far away, the emperor, and as well as the local king, which was the local landlord. But even then, these primitive societies were largely stable. Same ruling family continued for hundreds of years. Except for war and epidemics, there was not much large-scale deaths. And here, it was not the social control by the government through social welfare policies, but it was the social control through culture and through religion. So people usually accepted whatever was done to them. So if they were poor, they accepted that. If they were disabled, they accepted that. If they were slaves, they accepted that. So because they thought that this life will end and then there will be next life. If they performed good in this life, even if they are poor or disabled or oppressed, they will be better off in the next life. So that was the consideration. Poverty was glamorized, and people said that, for example, in the Christianity, we heard that the meek will inherit the world, the one who suffers in this world. Similar is the case here, that there is one of the that poor people will enter heaven much before the rich people. So these are the things which helped, even when there was no social welfare policies, helped the political stability at the local level. Thank you.